everyone, welcome or welcome back to Budgets and Dreams. My name's Jen and I'm on a journey to pay off £27,000 worth of debt with a goal to pay off £10,000 in this year in 2022. And we get to see how far we are going along that 10 grand journey shortly, because I am going to give you a debt update today as well as everything else. I say it every month. I'm not going to do it all in one big long video, and then I do. So sorry about that. How is everybody? I hope you're having a fab week. The weather's taken a bit of a turn today. It's very grey and rainy outside because of that Hurricane Ian, I think it's called, an inspired name. I hope if you have any friends or family, or if you yourself are out in the Ian affected areas, that you are keeping well and safe. So I hope you are all good. So I have a lot to cover, so I'm going to try and whiz through everything. Not going to whiz through it. We're going to, do it at a sensible speed. But yes, lots to cover. So firstly, I am going to start with the affirmation card before I forget. So last week's affirmation was a super good one. I love myself. And it's so good. If you can master this and make this part of your daily routine, then you will not only learn to love yourself, but you will learn to value yourself as well. And that is a super awesome thing. Not going to lie, I don't have this for myself, but I'm working on it. So then this week's affirmation, I do this. I see the positives in all situations. It's really good. If you found yourself in a negative thought spiral, or you just might see yourself as genuinely a negative person, then yeah, try and reverse it. Speak to yourself every day in the mirror. I see the positives in all situations. And I promise you, if you look for the positives, you will find them. And it's not like trickery or anything. It's just a choice. You're going to choose to be positive or choose to be negative. The choice is yours. So yeah, good one. I like it. So that is the affirmation. On cheery, notey, happy things, I had the most lovely week this week by way of happy mail. So I had two things, one that took me a bit more surprise than the other. So the first thing I'm going to show you is something from my mum, and it is this lovely brand new binder, which is super sweet. It is Mandalas Floating in Space, which I absolutely love. This is actually the back of it, but I prefer the colours to the front. The front are a bit more muted. That's not me, is it? Not muted. I prefer the back. It's all nice and colourful. So I am actually retiring this one. I love it, and we'll probably see it come back soon, but I am retiring it. So this is my new binder, and because it's new, I thought, I better make some new jobbers. And it came with the zippy wallets, which I've never used before. So I made myself some new jobbers, and I don't know if you're, that's my dashboard from Simple Budgets. More about Simple Budgets in a moment. These are my new envelopes with my new jobbers that I've made for them. The sad thing is, because these are so frosted, you can't really see like the bing of the design too much. I'm going to wrestle this out so I can show you. There you go. So yeah, that is it out of its cover, in cover, out of cover. So depending on how I get on with these zippy things, I might turn these into like just envelopey stuffy things without the zips. You know what I mean. Because yeah, shine a bright, although that's probably quite reflective. But anyway, vessel this back in, and then I can tell you all about, oh my gosh, go in. There you go. I can tell you all about the other amazing piece of wonderful happy mail that I got. Eek. So yesterday, I'll tell you a little story. Yesterday, I had an email from Amazon to say that the new school fleece that I've ordered for my son is going to arrive, and Amazon knocked on the door. I took this package expecting it to be a fleece. It was not a fleece. It was an amazing present, a lovely piece of happy mail from the wonderful Sarah at Simple Budgets. And oh my gosh, my heart, I just melted. So she sent me a couple of things. So she sent me this beautiful plaque, which we're going to hang up in the new home, which says, "May your troubles be less, your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door." Squeak! How sweet is that? It's just so lovely. And Sarah also sent us all a box of Lindor chocolate truffle jobby thingies. You know, the ones in a red box. And Sarah also sent me this, and oh my gosh, I did a little cry. I don't know where the camera is to be able to show this to you properly, so I'm sure it's all totally out of focus. But it reads, "The little proud bee is a symbol of courage, dignity, dedication, and hard work. Carry this as a reminder that just like a bee, you can make it happen. Go after your field of dreams. How just beautifully, perfectly lovely is that? Honestly, I proper did a little cry and I messaged Sarah to tell her so. But thank you so much, Sarah. That just absolutely made my day yesterday. And you are just the most loveliest, kindest person in the world. And congratulations, Simple Budgets, for 1K subscribers too. It's so exciting. So yeah, I had to share that with you all because it was just the most generously kind, wonderful thing that somebody could have done. It's just so lovely. Oh, okay, so with that waffle aside, let's waffle some more about what I've been spending this week. Alrighty then, so this is the week's spending. It's been a biggie. So Friday, let's go from there, the 23rd. I bought some snacks, apparently. I don't remember what they were, but I bought them. And then on Saturday, I went to Oktoberfest. Yes, I told you I was going out with my friends, had the best time. It was brilliant. So I took about £40 out, I think, with me. And I said I was going to have, what did I say? I said 2 pints and a hot dog. I had 4 pints, a hot dog, and a meal at a pub. So not quite the 2 pints and a hot dog, but I did come home with £10 change in my pocket. So I managed to get all of that for £30, as well as the £10 entry ticket, because I didn't know that included a free pint. So winner, well, not free, I paid for it, but you know what I mean. So yes, I came home with £10 in my pocket, which I then later spent in the week on vape coils. Go me. But I had the best time. It was so good to be out with my friends who I don't really go out much with. And yeah, we just had the best time and oh, I loved it. I can't wait. I'm really hoping we go again next year because that's 2 years in a row now where it's just been absolute gold. So yeah, hopefully we'll do that again next year. It was the best. Sunday, we spent some money out of family fun. Oh yes, that was because me and my son went into town and this was again Greg's motivation food. So yeah, we went into town and we bought all of his clothes for his trip. So we bought trainers, 2 pairs of joggers, a jumper, a waterproof jacket, waterproof trousers, some gloves that I bought a bit later in the week, some indoor shoes. They said you could buy slippers or indoor shoes. So I managed to find some shoes that are a cross between slippers and trainers, and I'm assuming they are indoor shoes. I'll grab them, actually. Here they are. They're like Daps, I suppose. A bit like Daps, but they've got white bottoms, which will be good in the new house. We won't scuff up the laminate. You can use these as slippers there. But yeah, these were a bargain. These were from Diekman, and they were like £9 or something, £8.98, but yeah, bargain. So yeah, so we managed to get all of that. So we obviously went over the £50 that we had budgeted for, but that is okay. I needed to get the clothes, so I needed to get the clothes. So we spent the £50 in cash, and then we also spent £17.99. That was on a school fleece. My son lost his fleece at school on Friday, was not impressed. So yeah, £17.99 was actually for a fleece. Oh yeah, I did write it down there. And then on Sunday, my husband went to B&Q and he spent £11.25 on some boxes. We have since put out a shout on the interwebs of our local community forum and now have been given free packing boxes, which is awesome because the ones from B&Q were so expensive. But we did take that out of the extra that we had for our home first month's rent and deposit. So we had like about £20 more than we needed for that. So we used a bit of money out of there. I did put B&Q in twice. That's the day my husband went. That's the day it cleared the bank. So I can get rid of this one really. Yeah, then I bought those vape coils on Monday, which I've already told you about. Clothes that were £9 were the gloves. I bought some lunch bits out of my own, that came out of vape actually, that my son ran out of bits for lunch for the week, so I topped those up, so I'll be getting that back out of buffer in a moment. Clothes, £9.99, that was the hoodie, that arrived today, it looks fab. That was super cheap as well, it's from Amazon. Really good quality too, really thick and got a nice fleecy thing on the inside. So yeah, that was good. I might put a link, I know Amazon links are like 8,000 miles long and I don't know how to make them short. Does anybody know how to make internet links short so I can put them in the description thing? Because I can't figure it out with Amazon, it's a nightmare. Yeah, Wednesday I bought some more vape juice, and then yesterday we had to get some stuff out of buffer, but we had run out of buffer and we had run out of groceries and we had run out of everything, so we had to use Family Fun, and we're going to put that £2.75 back into Family Fun shortly. That was my ramble of the week. Now let's take a quick look at the budget. Okay, so we have desperate battery times again, I'm afraid. We have 8% battery, so let's see what we can do. So this is the budget for this week from the 30th of September to the 6th of October. October, blimey, that is crazy. So we have a starting balance of £674.97. Absolutely zero monies coming in this week, so that's all we have to play with. Our bills are £206.04. £100 is going onto my credit card, and I'm also putting £16.53 over to my bank account to pay for a bill that comes out of my personal bank account. We're putting £133.47 into hyperjar and £15 into cash. That's all we've got, £15. But as you know, the previous 2 weeks to now have all been about stuffing as much as we can, as quick as we can into the moving fund. So the next couple of weeks until my husband gets paid again, things are going to be tight. But after that, I have a brand new budget. Ooh, very exciting. And I can't wait to start stuffing that and giving my sinking funds some love again. It's going to be so cool. So week after next, I'm going to be starting stuffing all that again. And in terms of other expenses, I've put the £9.99 for my son's hoodie because that hasn't cleared the bank yet, and an additional £10 is going to go to my niece for her birthday. That's going to go straight into her Go Henry. So our outgoings are £491.03, which means at the end of the week we should have £183.94 left in our bank account to pay our last straggly bills. Super! So a quick roundup of money that we've got saved, because you have been working through that with me. The savings account balance with our bank is currently at £1,673.27. Our Help to Buy balances now add up to £210 because our standing orders went out yesterday. And so that means we've got a total of £1,883.27 for the move. Our first month's rent and deposit totals £1,858, which means we have an extra available £25.27 should we need to buy any bits and bobs between now and then for the house. We are not spending that £25 on anything else, so that's not going to go on like buffer or groceries. That is literally earmarked, ring-fenced, secured for the move. So yeah, thought I'd update you on that too. So that was the budget. Right, so let's stuff hyperjar. This may or may not be a edit because I forgot. So let's stuff hyperjar. So I've got 4%, let's do this. So we've got 85p in spare change. Let's send that over to family meal. There we go, confirm. So £85 is going over, that is loud, over to family meal. No, family meal has £2.87. Right, so we've got 133.47 in the wallet to stuff. So we are going to send £10 to buffer, and then from that £10 I'm going to pay myself back £1.50 and pay back family fun £2.75 or whatever, but I won't do that on camera now. We are going to send 70 to groceries, which is working out super well. Just need to write the shopping list for this week, but we should be good. So that's groceries, and we are going to send £30 to petrol. So these are just our normal jars that we normally stuff. Cool. So that is those ones done. We've got £23.47 left. £10 of that is going into family fun, because we love some family fun, even though we haven't been doing much lately. We've just been so busy with life and everything and all the movie stress. So that went into family fun, now has £21.25. And the last thing that we're going to stuff is vape. That is getting £10. So I need some more vape juice again. So yeah, £10 into vape. So that leaves us with £3.47, which is, so I get the 16, however much it is that goes into my bank account for a bill that I have. The remaining £3.47 I put into hyperjar, and I then put into mine and my sister's Italy pot. So let's do that now. So £3.47, we're going to send that to Italy. So you can imagine at £3.47 a month, We will make it by the time we're 60, hopefully. Does that maths even work out? We'll put more in there as we get closer to it, but it's not a priority for either of us now, right now. So that's the wallet empty. Buffer, groceries, petrol, they're all stuffed. Move the spare change. Family funds got 21.25. Pharmacy still has £10. Italy is now over £70. Very nice. And vape has £10.50. So I'm going to move the bits I need to round these guys back up. And yeah, jobs are good. So yeah, that was Hyperjar. And let's move on to whatever's next. So this is it. So the penny challenge, I only had 43p and we have most definitely already ticked off 43p on the penny challenge. So this is just going to go to one side and I will worry. Actually, I tell you what, I'm going to put it in this little bag. This is the bag that the beautiful keyring, oh, I love it so much, came in. So I'm actually going to use that as a bit of a change bag. Hey, that's nifty. There you go, Sarah. You also got me a change bag. So yeah, I will save that up until I can actually afford to do the next penny challenge savings penny bit thing. On my brain today. Right, so £5, that is going into my pocket. That is my out and about money, and hopefully I will make it to the quiz this week, and that will go on some ice cream at the quiz, which leaves me with a grand sum of £10 to stuff. And this is going into my new binder, and it is going into hair. There it is, hair. So at the moment we have got, all this is so new and weird and different, £20, so we now have £30 for my next hair appointment, and that is on the 28th of October. So yeah, yeah, that's it for stuffing. So stick with me, I'm just going to do a quick, hopefully not too rambly, debt update for y'all. And here we go. So I fully appreciate I am speaking at like 1,000,001 miles an hour today. I'm not entirely sure why. I have been getting some cracking sleep this week, and I went to the gym on Wednesday and I did some proper lifting. So I used the squat rack and did some squats, and I also did some deadlifting, and I mentioned a week ago or 2 weeks ago that that makes me feel awesome, so it's probably because of that, even though my legs are killing me. When I'm walking down the stairs, I'm having to do little hops down the stairs so I don't bend my legs too much. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But yes, I'm just in a really good mood. I never actually told you guys actually, because the house stuff got in the way. A couple of weeks ago, I was signed off work because my insomnia had gotten so bad. It was unbearable and I couldn't work, and my depression was in a really bad place. My anxiety was through the roof. It was just, ugh. So I was signed off work for 2.5 weeks, and this week was my first week back of my phased return. So I'm wondering if that has kind of lifted my mood a little bit as well, because I do really enjoy working, and the things that I'm working on right now I love. So yeah, I think that's actually helped too. So lots of good sleep, been to the gym, and I've started back at started back at work, and got those amazing gifts from my mum and Simple Budgets. Okay, so here we are. So this is a list of all the debts that we are focusing on for this 27,000. We do have a few other debts that we aren't including in this journey. So that is the finance that we have on our car. Originally, I didn't include it in all of this because we were just going to pay it down to term, and it wasn't something that we were going to focus our efforts on and pay off quickly, which is what this stuff is all about. So yeah, that's why that's not included. I don't know if I will include it in the future though. I don't know, TBC. And then a couple of other things. We have debts that we are using our personal spending money for. So my husband has a loan for a gaming PC that he pays for out of his spending money, and I have a loan of sorts, I guess, for my husband's Apple Watch that I bought him for Christmas a couple of years ago that goes out of my spending money. That's the 16 whatever it was that's going into my bank today. That's for that. So yes, so we do have other debts, but these are the debts that we are focusing on. Yeah, and by the time we've done these, it should only be the car that's outstanding. So yeah, here's a list of all the debts that we are focusing on. So I had an overdraft, it is gone. My husband had a next account, it is gone. I had a next account, it is gone. We have a big loan that's in my name. I have a big credit card, and my husband has a big credit card. So our minimum payments each month are listed here. So we pay 503 onto the loan. That was the original loan payment and a bit of snowball and a bit of odd P for the new loan that I got out to replace the old loan. So I did have a loan that was on 10.6%. And then a few months ago, I did a bit of a shop about, and I found somebody who would replace the loan, you know, pay off my old loan, take out a new loan, but the interest rate was only 3.3%, which is cool. But that's why there's a bit of random pence on my the new minimum amount for that loan. It was so the term worked out. Yeah, and then we put £100 onto my credit card and £100 onto my husband's credit card, and that makes our minimum debt repayments each month £703.56. So these are all the starting balances from the very, very beginning of the year. They total £28,559.33. As of September, we currently still owe £20,476.56. So these are our new balances. We owe just under 9.5 for the big loan. That's that one there. Forgot my pointer. Ta-da! Just under 9.5 for the big loan, just under 7,000 for the credit card, for my credit card, and just over 4,000 for my husband's credit card. So just under 20,500 that we still owe. So the amounts that we paid this month, we paid just our minimums, and then there was a bit extra that went onto the credit card because we made a couple of purchases on the credit card this month, but we just paid them off straight away as soon as we had the money. So we repaid this month our minimum payments plus 21 extra p, which was a balance out from here. I must have paid like around 4 or 5 or something on that one. So yeah, so we repaid £703.77. So the total we have now repaid on all of this debt is £8,082.77, which means we have repaid 28% of the overall debt. 28%, that's over a quarter, not quite a third. But yeah, I'm waiting to get to that third mark. That's going to be really cool. So yeah, so 8,000. So let us have a look at the graph. So this is the graph that I have made to track my progress. It's really tricky to see because it's so large. But the blue line is if we made our minimum payments every single month when the debt would be paid off. That would be April 2025. And the thick orange line is how much debt we have cleared to date. So our balance is now just over 20,000, as you can see, which adds up with this figure here. So we are, you know, a couple of hundred under, as in we've knocked off a couple of hundred extra of our debt from just the minimum. And then the dotted line is if we carry on paying as we have been up until this point, this is when the debt should be paid off, which is June 2024. So a year, just under a year, we've knocked off, just under a year we've knocked off of the debt, hopefully. I have got no idea if any of this is making sense today. I'm in such a ramble. It's been my first rambly one in a while though. So yeah, what are we doing? So we have paid off £8,082.77. So I need to grab my tracker and we need to colour in up to £8,000. £8,000! Here we go. Can you imagine if I'd saved £8,000? I would be jumping for joy. Effectively, it's the same thing, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get to colour in all the way up to the end of here. Woo! There we go. That is so scrappy, but I might or might not tidy it up later. So there is around 2,000 left. 2,000. So what have we got? We've got October, November and December. So we've got 3 lots of minimum payments left to make. Hopefully we'll be able to make them all. So that's 2,100. Oh my gosh, so we're going to do it. We're going to do it. If we can pay off the minimum things, we are 100% definitely going to do it. I know I already knew that because I've got my 10K tracker. But yeah, that's really cool and exciting. When I first coloured this in, it just seemed like this would never happen. But it is happening. It's happening. Eek! Oh, cool. Okay, right. So that is actually all of my waffle for today, I think. If you are new to my channel and you have not heard one of these overexcited kind of waffly videos before, apologies, they happen. But yeah, it's kind of nice actually because it's not happened for a while. So yeah, I'll leave you with this week's affirmation. I see the positives in all situations. So looking for the positive in this video, I am actually happy. okay. Rambleness and excitedness aside, I am feeling really good. So I hope you guys are feeling good and that I have rubbed off some smiles onto you this week. But yeah, have a super fantastic week, everybody, and hopefully I'll be a bit more normal next week. Okay, love you. Bye.